Yeah, listen, all I know, yeah, it's the rotion when I spit my rhyming guns punching.
What the fuck is up? This it goes along with my first motherfucking review. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you don't like the way I review shit, even though it's my first time that you're gonna be watching me, if you don't like this first video, you're probably not gonna like the rest of it because I fucking talk a certain way, and I don't know. Maybe you don't like the way hood motherfuckers talk or something. So I mean, I would suggest not watching at all. But if you want to keep watching, then keep watching. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. So this is my first motherfucking review ever. I'm not new to YouTube, dog, so don't think I'm fucking new. I actually have another channel. I've been on YouTube since like 2007, made my account in 2008. But you know, there's gonna be a whole nother. I'm gonna just keep talking about it if I don't get to this. You know what I'm saying? By the way, this is my fucking notes, so I need to get this out the fucking way. Well, my first review, I'm reviewing the worst X-Men ever, and to show you, it's this. It's by Marvel. So let me just tell you about it and summarize it or whatever. So pretty much, it's 5 volumes long, by the way. Just gotta say that real quick. 'Cause fuck, only 5 volumes, and the last volume is 5th volume. So summarize it. Pretty much, the story is about a kid named Bailey, and this kid pretty much in the beginning he seems to like not have any good quality things about him, like no good quality things. Like he's good at nothing, I guess. He tries to do several things to be good at, but he fucking fails and shit. So one day, you know, his mom and dad called him down to come down to the living room and try to talk to him like, hey, you know, we got something to tell you. And they end up telling him, hey, you know, you might be a mutant. And then he's like, oh, hell no. And then he's like, yeah, you might be. And then like, oh, me and your father got secret powers, da 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 da. And then they show him, and the dad has like a power to heat up things, and the mom has like X-ray vision. So there's like a chance that he could be a mutant too. So they end up taking him to Professor Xavier's school, and they meet up with Beast, and Beast runs like all these fucking tests on him and shit. And then they tell him like, oh shit, you know, you're, you know, like, well, I mean, they don't tell him like an exciting way, but you know what I mean. Like, they tell him, hey, well, you know, yeah, you're a mutant, you're an X gene carrier. And then he's all fucking crunk about it. He's all fucking like, oh man, I'm a fucking superhero, da 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 da, this and that. So he's all excited about it, you know. But then they end up telling, like, he's coming up with these superhero names and stuff. But I think he can. I don't know. I'll have to read it again. Fuck it. Just fuck it. If I have to look through it again, because he ends up coming up with superhero names, but I forgot if it's before or after they tell him the bad news. Well, they end up telling him the bad news, and they end up telling him, like, you know what, your power is to fucking blow up. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'll come back to life and this and that. And they were like, no, you blow up and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Once you blow up, you're dead. You ain't coming back from that shit. And so he gets pretty depressed about that. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, I'm fucking worthless as fuck. Like, that's how he just feels. He ends up feeling worthless piece of shit, you know. But throughout the story, like, he ends up meeting up with, like, other teams, like the X-Men. I mean, not the X-Men. The X-Factor, the New Mutants. There are, like, several teams, the Alpha Flight or whatever. And then he ends up meeting these other students there, Rags and Riches, which Riches has a fucking badass power. Like, he could turn anything into fucking gold. Like shit, if I can do that, you know, I'm fucking turning things to gold right now. Just shoom, get fucking rich, man. But and then Rags can like make things crumble or some shit like that. So he can like deteriorate things or some shit. So before I get to what I liked and what I didn't like, let's get rid of the art part, you know. Let's go through the art first. The art, I mean, I can't draw for shit, okay? So to me, this is actually pretty cool drawings. I mean, it's not like masterpiece of the fucking drawings or whatever, but to me, it's fucking cool. Like, I feel like the artwork itself matches Bailey. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but like the artwork, I feel like it matches him as what he looks like. Like, I feel like if they would have went with a more actual realistic look, it wouldn't match him. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid like that to even say these things like that. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, probably like I'm gonna just show it to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is the second one. Fucking third one. But my favorite fucking cover though is this one. This is my favorite cover of the fucking of this whole story. I don't know why, but like it looks to me. It just looks like way fucking better compared to the rest of the covers. I'm not hating on the other covers, but this is just my favorite one. You know what I'm saying? So let me just tell you what I do like about it. So like in the beginning, he has his homeboy. He's trying to ask these chicks out to the prom and shit, and this homeboy keeps shutting them down like every fucking time. Like, I'm pretty sure people can relate to this shit. This is the reason why I like this, because it's like real shit, like real life shit. So he's telling his homeboy, like, oh, I'm looking at this chick, you know, what do you think about her? And he's like, oh, you know, she's too cool for you. And then he's like, oh, and you know, you're not as cool as her, so there's like no point in even trying to ask her out to the prom. And then he was like, what about this other chick? He's like, oh yeah, she's too smart for you. You're not even as smart as her. So why would you even want to ask her out to the prom? And then he just keeps shutting them down every fucking time. And then once he gets to the last girl, he's like, oh, what about this girl? Well, his homeboy says like, his homeboy says like, well, what about this girl? And he's like, oh, well, he has nothing going on for her. And he's like, exactly, that's why you should ask her. I'm like, go out there. I mean, it's fucked up, but you know, it's like real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like your homeboy don't support you in what you want to go for. But I mean, like I'm pretty sure a lot of people experience that. But you know, my thing wasn't with girls, but it was other things that my homeboys wouldn't support me, and they're just like, oh, why are you gonna do that? And you haven't even done this yet, or you know, shit like that. So that's like the main thing. Like that's one of the main things I like about this, like real life stuff. Another thing I liked about it is that Bailey, even though this sounds fucked up coming from me, is that he feels worthless. Like, the people, like in real life, people feel worthless for like many different things. Like, you know, it's depressing as fuck, you know, sometimes just feeling like that. I mean, even though it's stupid for me to like that, but like I said, it's like real life shit. So, I mean, what he's feeling, like, you've most likely probably been through that. Like, man, I'm a fucking failure. You know, I can't do shit. You know, I'm never going to be anything in life. And this is exactly how he's feeling, and this is something I like in this comic. You know, oh my god, one of the characters I like in here is there's another thing I like about this is Miranda. I don't want to say too much about her, you know, like, but I'll just say it like this, like, because it's such a short story. So you have Bailey, who's worthless as fuck with his power. And then you have this other chick named Miranda who can do too fucking much. Like, they even get mad at her for doing too much. So she has like god-like powers, you know. And this dude has sucky ass powers, Bailey. So yeah, that's the other thing I liked about it. Let me see, like really the bad things. I don't have too many issues with this shit, you know. The problem is, this is the thing I probably have a problem with, I guess. It's not a lot of issues, but the problem is you pretty much know what's gonna happen to him in the end. Because if his powers to fucking blow up, I mean, what do you think is gonna happen at the end of the fucking story? You know what I'm saying? And another problem I had with this was like the villains were, man, like, it's like, what's the point of these villains almost? You know what I'm saying? Because like the villain's always supposed to be like strong. Like I said, I don't want to give away too much, like I said before, but I mean, these motherfuckers could have killed this fool and then they didn't fucking do it. You see what I'm saying? Fucking Magneto just seemed weak as hell. Like, come on, dude, you could have fucking killed this motherfucker. And instead, he's over here like the king of everything and shit now. But yeah, I mean, I think what else I didn't like about it? I'm trying to think. Fuck. I had to look back at my notes. I mean, this is probably a small thing that, I don't know, I guess people, I mean, I don't know if people had a problem with it, but I mean, I guess I had a bit of a problem with it. Like kind of like in the beginning when he was trying to holler at them chicks to answer the prom. Like, I guess the writer should have fucking put in something like, try to holler at Rags, Rich's sister. Because, like, there seemed to be just, like, a bit of chemistry in there between them. So, I mean, he should have tried to holler at her, you know. Try to be like, hey, what's up with them digits? Nah, I mean, not that really, but, you know, for the prom and shit. So, I mean, I should have tried to, like, writer should have threw in something like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it was still pretty, I mean, even if it didn't have it, I mean, it's still a pretty cool story, but I mean, it just would have added like, I guess a touch of like love part in it. I guess I don't fucking know. God damn, look, I'm fucking on my shit. And it's my first fucking review. Whatever, fuck it. I mean, overall, in the end, overall, what do I give this? Like, what's the verdict on this? I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 7. Yes, a fucking 7. Why a 7? Because this is my way of rating things. And I like 7. I like the number 7. You know what I'm saying? So it's my way of rating things. I don't give a fuck about a 5. I don't give a fuck about a 10. I'm gonna do a fucking 7. But yeah, I do recommend it. You go buy this fucking shit. I mean, I think for anything, it's better if you get like the actual real shit instead of like getting it digitally. Yeah. Even this was already out digitally before there was even physical copies of it. So I mean, yeah, I could have fucking read it a long time ago. But I was actually supposed to do this review when the last issue of this came fucking out, and I'm barely doing it. This is actually the 3rd time I do this fucking review because the first time was so shitty. The second time came out way better, but it was alright to me. And now this time I feel like it's way better this time. You know, it's like it's crunk now. And this is the way I should be doing my fucking reviews. You know. So yeah, I mean, go pick it up. You know. What else I gotta say about this? Oh fuck! You know what? I should give credit to the people who made it happen. To like the fucking creator of this story, the people who did the all work, you know what I'm saying, the writers and all that shit or whatever. Should give credit to them for even making this. You know what I would like about this though? If they fucking animated this whole, if they animated this shit, I would probably like it even better. But you know, you have to have the right voice actors. You have to have it animated correctly. Like, I don't watch Teen Titans. I've watched it before, but I don't watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? I come from the old times, like from wearing Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man, the 90s X-Men and shit like that. So I would actually like, if it was to be animated, which I hope it would get animated. I really highly doubt that it would get animated. I would want it to, but I wouldn't want no Teen Titans style of cartoon looking shit for this. Like if you would have to, I don't know, maybe like a more of an anime type shit. I mean, anime is just fucking cartoons, but you know what I mean, like more of like a, you know, Japanese. It doesn't have to look Japanese, but like more with detail. Like if you're gonna make this anime, give it more detail instead of looking at some too cartoony shit. Like making it like too cartoon, like I don't know, like Teen Titans or something like that. Like I said. So I mean, if it's done right, I will give it a 10 out of 10. Like, if it gets more feeling is put into it and everything like that, like perfectly, I'd give it a 10. Most likely, a 10. I'm over here tripping. A 7. I'll give it a 7. The fuck, this is my rating. I'm over here giving it a different rating how everybody would. Fuck. So yeah, but if you wanna hear more reviews from me, subscribe, motherfuckers. Donate to my Patreon account. I don't know if I'm gonna have it on right now. Eventually, I don't know if I'm gonna make it today, but eventually I'll have it in the links if you watch this shit. If you want to donate, you don't fucking have to. Remember, you don't have to at all. But if you want to, I would really appreciate it a lot. You know, it would make my heart melt. You know, shit. I mean, y'all people want to throw money at me like I'm a stripper. I mean, I would love it. I'll dance for y'all motherfuckers, man. I mean, that's actually what I do. I do actually dance, but just not like a stripper, just like hip hop shit. You know, waving, just, you know. all that type of shit. But yeah, I mean, subscribe like I said, donate if you want, and peace. See you on the next motherfucking review, man.
Yeah. 시작은 있는 저쯤으로 돌아가서 talk about me. 끌어대는 속을 뿜어댔던 shouting. 내 몸은 다 칼이 장악했던 timeline. 내 뱉어내면 night 되는 사방. 에이, 그려나가 그때는 나한테 붙잡다 포즈할 때까지 깨어있던 나의 장장. 내 밤